Mike Hicks. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now the 1-0 is a breaking ball in off the plate.
If you're going to have any chance against a good pitcher, you got to find yourself in some great counts. And he certainly worked himself into a nice 2-0 count right here.
Grounded back up the middle. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Willie Stargell. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. The pitch. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. That's by him for strike one.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
Stepping in, Matt Kemp. First pitch of the at-bat. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. The 1-0 misses for the second ball. Now the 2-0 is in there for strike one.
You get yourself into count leverage 2-0 right there. You're looking to come unglued on something and be very aggressive. That ball had to nip the corner for him not to pull the trigger on.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. So digging in now, Cody Bellinger. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Short, hit hard, and that's through for a hit. Coming to the plate now, Brian Dozier. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base pass, you keep.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. As he arrives at second without a play, as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. Digging in, Jim Edmonds. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. Bellinger on third. Dozier at second with one away. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. And the squeeze is on here, and he gets it down. And he'll just put it in his pocket. It's an infield single. Ready for another chance? Pee Wee Reese. He could really open. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he is out on the tag. On to first, but good hustle as he's able to avoid the double play here. Digging in for his second at-bat, Brian Jimenez. He flew out in his last at-bat. High in the air out to center field. Springer is there now as he makes the... Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Luis Severino. Popped high in the air. Reese is there, so 2 pitches and 2 outs thus far. Digging in to try it again, George Springer. He went down looking to open up the ball game. A swinging bunt up the third baseline. Riding in once again, Freddie Freeman. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. Springer is on his way home. He'll score easily, as it's now a one-run ball game. So stepping in, Josh Donaldson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And that misses for ball 1. Bullet back up the middle. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is... Digging in, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. A shot to second base and handled for the first out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Willie Stargell. He reached on a single in his first try. Here comes the first pitch. Smoked on the ground left side. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a one-out base runner. So here's Matt Kemp now.
Center fielder number 27. Matt.
From the stretch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Tough play for Cozart. To second for 1. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. Now at the plate, Cody Bellinger. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Kemp runs. Strike called. Now the throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike. Here's J.D. Martinez, a base hit in his first trip.
Left fielder, J.D. Martinez.
Outfield shaded a bit to left center, the first pitch. Now Hernandez will get back to work here as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. In now, Cody Bellinger. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Popped him up. Jimenez to stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. Now at the plate, Mike Hicks, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And they start him out away with a called strike. Here comes the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now, 3-2.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys. And
that's outside. He lost him, ball 4. At the plate, Zach Kozar. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. So here now is the pitcher, Luis Severino. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ball 1.
You know, guys, these hitters have had some great looks at that slider so far, and clearly they're all on the same page. The plan is simple. Lay off.
And hang on, he's out. Gunned down, trying to swipe a bag with 2 away, and that's going to put an end to the inning. Striding in, Brian Dozier. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around.
Brian Dozier.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
Digging in now, Jim Edmonds. His first plate appearance resulted in an intentional walk. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Springer. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. The pitcher, Felix Hernandez, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. This pitch is popped up. Kozar makes the catch, and now they might be able to double them off at first. Now batting, Luis Severino. He'll start off the 5th in this one. First pitch on its way. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that misses off the plate.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Here's George Springer. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And plenty of room out there for Edmonds, and there are 2 gone now. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. A ball and no strikes. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone to get himself back in this count.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Josh Donaldson would be next. Throw won't get him. Digging in once again, Josh Donaldson. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is strike 2 swinging. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strike. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Pee Wee Reese. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First delivery to him on the way. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And this is fouled at the plate. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hicks onto the grass, makes the play, 1 away. Ready for another shot now, Brian Jimenez. And that diamond rating on his card isn't just for show. It'd be tough to argue he's anything but one of the game's best players. Into center field, line drive, base hit. Ready once again, Gary Sanchez. He's a gold player who adds a potent power back to this lineup. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Hot shot on the ground is short. Hojard makes a great play. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like. Digging in once again, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First offering on its way. Way in front of a great slider that time. A 1 pitch on its way. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Here's Hernandez now on 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Hit hard to short. Pee-wee ranges to his left. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Digging in and looking for more, J.D. Martinez. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder, Cody Bellinger. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Swinging away there, it's 3-1. The 3-1. Swung on and missed, a full count now. 3-2 pitch. There's ball 4. Ready once again, Mike Hicks comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. There's 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Digging in to try it again, Willie Stargell. They'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
Willie Stargell.
And he takes ball 1. Now the 1-0. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Popped high in the air. Donaldson is there for it. He's got it 1 away. Riding in once again, Matt Kemp. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bellinger's under it. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Ready for another shot now, Cody Bellinger. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty break.
Swing and a miss. That Ready for another chance. Zach Kozar. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And Kozar even in the count at 1-1. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And Hernandez won't get him to chase this one. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Zach Kozar is down for the first out in the 7th inning. Fly ball out toward left center field. Bellinger's on his horse. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go George Springer. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. No balls and a strike to count. Now the pitch. There's a drive out to left center field. On his way to second is Springer. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double. Now batting, Freddie Freeman. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. They start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. And that catches the outside edge, 1-1.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. And the throw in gets away from him. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Josh Donaldson trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. First offering on its way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Grounded to short. Reined in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Brian Dozier. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way.
Brian Dozier.
High in the air into shallow left center. Martinez is there, and he has it for the out. Digging in, Jim Edmonds. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a little tapper. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
And Edmonds hit this one on the ground to the right side. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. Standing in now, the pitcher, Felix Hernandez. So with 2 away, they decide to let him hit instead of burning a pinch hitter. Luis Gonzalez is into the on-deck circle as it appears he will bat for Felix Hernandez here. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Pee-wee Reese. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Victor Robles will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. First delivery to him on the way. He's running. Is put in play to the right side of the infield, and that will conclude matters. Raisel Iglesias been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Gary Sanchez. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate, 0 for 3. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle. Dozier fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Trying to pick things up where he left off, J.D. Martinez. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. 1 ball, no strikes to count. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Weak chopper up the line. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Stepping into the box, Cody Bellinger. It was a walk in his last trip. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go.
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. We'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. The 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bellinger has it in his sights. 2 down. Striding into the box, Mike Hicks. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. 1-2 now.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
And this one's in the dirt. Martinez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Popped him up. Sanchez waits on it, and he brings it in on the warning track. Leading off the inning, Brian Jimenez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of blooping.
Hit high and deep to left field. Back goes Martinez to the track. He can't get to it. This one's down. Oh, no. Looked like he had it, but it goes right by him. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Ready now, Gary Sanchez. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Chopped weakly to the left. And they'll get the out here as he's run down between second and third. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. So here's the cleanup hitter, Willie Stargell. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. This is on the ground over to first. Cozart for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. So here's Matt Kemp now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. And that one just missed outside.
And even though he's had some success against this guy in the ballgame, he still knows he's a very dangerous opponent. He won't want to fall behind him any further.
2-1 now. A runner on first with 2 away. Back up the middle. Scooped up. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Into the box now, Zach Cozart. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. He's set and the pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage. And he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Luis Severino. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Nelson Cruz will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Roberto Ozuna enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. Breaking ball in for a strike. Just missed with a breaking ball. And a swing and a miss here, and the first two are dispatched to begin the ninth. So digging in now, George Springer. Popped him up. Jimenez in foul ground, and that's the third out. Josh Hader comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the ninth inning. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Harmon Killebrew will be summoned to pinch hit here to start the bottom of the ninth. And remember, they need 2 to tie, 3 to win. So he's got his work cut out for him here. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-2. Dribbled up the line. Donaldson comes up with it. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Here's Brian Dozier now. First pitch of the at-bat. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Fly ball out toward left center field. Hicks backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Now to the plate, Jim Edmonds. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Hicks fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over. In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most.